Hello and welcome back to your personal code of conduct. Not your hello, and welcome back to your personal code of conduct. It is your 10th favorite unambitious fellow. Okay, it is your 10th favorite daydreamer who fancies herself an ambitious fellow but hasn't done any of the things worthy of an ambitious fellow. Fuck. And the thing is like, oh fuck. Anyway, we're titling this one The Call of the Unambitious. I don't know, the thing is, I still don't exactly understand what ambitiousness is, what ambition is. And the thing is, I know an ambitious person, and I know but the thing is, I can't figure out their motivations. I wanted to say I know an unambitious person, but I would rather call the person content, because the person wants stability, but they live in a country where you have no choice but to find for prosperity. But then again, you actually do have a choice. Some people are just willing to just not do anything and let their children be used to whatever the fuck I can provide. I'm going to do my best for you, but like, I'm not going to fucking kill myself. And some people are just hoping for the best. I don't know, that was a horrible start to any of these things, but it's a personal code of conduct, and I'm coming in from another horribly failed, unproductive weekend. I am your resident data analyst who is looking for side hustles. I am able, let me market myself. I am an adult that is able to manage the entirety of a visualization development. Like I am confident in my abilities as a BI analyst with Power BI as my mainstream. I should go and learn Tableau and Google Data Studio, but like, I am confident in my abilities as a Power BI data analyst / SQL Server / PostgreSQL / maybe really like has some experience in Google BigQuery. I'm going to call that one project, that one pipeline of my many data pipelines I'm managing. Like, this is making me think of my data pipelines, of which I have to like, I've been saying that I need to redesign my data warehouses and my data marts that feed my visualizations and models. That is going to get serious about building models in a corner, and like businesses, fake data, probability. That's the thing, nobody has like customer data with proper like non-e-commerce RFM data. Like, I want like traditional financial product customers, like banking. If I can get banking data and I'm going to get banking data. That's it. I'm going to do it because I work for a mutual fund. I'm going to do that for like in business, pitch it to the salespeople. The financial advisors, probably you all call them sales. Pitch it to the financial advisors, like whatever you need this model, convince them, yada yada yada. They already use my more traditional models, but like pitch it to the financial advisors. And if I can get investments to look at me and respect me as a human being, which I think I will. My major blocker has just quit. I just resigned. So like, I think like the other people in investments will warm up to me. Yes, I think investment people will warm up to my ideas. No, that's the major blocker has quit. Nah. And again, I probably will have to take on a role as analytics and SSRS builder. Fuck. Anyways, enough of Dio's existence as a mutual fund, as a sole data human. I am now going to go back to being the sole data human being in a mutual fund. But I need to do like an RFM project with banking data, because I have this like amazing idea, which I still haven't done. See me having something to present on Monday so that I could convince corporate to answer it, and I was like, I'm going to work on it over the weekend, and I was like, I did not. It felt too slow on my VPN. Like, yes, I have a VPN that could connect to like our servers, but like it was slow, and I ended up spending the entire weekend watching TikToks, and I was like, I'm going to sit down and finish an API engineering video, because I should really set up a Swagger base for APIs and shit to move my data around and provide, and because I need to do some calculations to move data between systems. I should really do APIs that do that, and also learn how to properly wrap my APIs, and I should look for other frameworks instead of being trapped in the Microsoft ecosystem. Or maybe I should like really dive into the Microsoft ecosystem and be like, Microsoft Babe can also do SharePoint development. I don't know, man. See, the thing is, the thing is, I know my goal with art, even though I still, as an adult, haven't sat down to properly say that, oh, okay, yeah, I'm learning art and I'm properly like able to do art. I can't do art. I don't have the patience for artistry. But God, I like looking at beautiful people and beautiful art and beautiful scenery, and I just want to recreate it and do like hyper fantasy settings of hot people. And I'm just like, I hate when I see the thing is, like play this month has finished. Like Daya has got like jokes and laughs and giggles. This month is finished. Fuck. This is 22. This is 22, right? Like play laughs and giggles. This month has finished. Like fuck. This month has finished. We finished the first month of the year. 11 more to go. We cannot end 25 the way Daya has ended 24. Feeling very unaccomplished. The thing is, I've actually done a lot, but like, I need more dollars. I want to go on a vacation to Vegas. But then again, you people, whoever listens to this podcast already realize that is promise and fail, which is shame. But I need certifications to show the skills that I have. I need to prepare for a master's. I need to do adult shit. Like, you need to see the state of my room. It does not look like a 25-year-old lives here. I'm so jealous of like my next door neighbor. Like, I can see the inside of her, like one bed. We all live in like one bed and share a kitchen, like en suite one bed. See me telling my random ass stories to nobody on the internet. This is a personal journal. I don't know. It's like I changed it from like philosophy to personal journaling because I was like, I threw like philosophy in the dustbin because no matter how I promised myself I want to be a stoic hedonist. Okay. I am actually on the path to stoicism. Because I'm a lot less frantic and anxious because like I know what I did. That's the one thing. I'm trying to be more mindful about doing things. So when I have to explain them to people, I have to be like, look at me, knowledgeable data person. I'm more confident in my speech. It's like it's no longer just being around because I know how to speak roundabout and talk shit and like use pretty words without actually ever saying anything. But like, it's like a situation where I'm like, like I'm starting to get confidence in what I'm doing, and I'm also terrified that I'm going to have to start closing late because like fuck, I had a period where I was lucky to be like closing by 5 p.m. and out of the building and being out, but like I have a feeling that like 5 p.m. lifestyle is not going to work for me. I need to sit down and properly document what I do because fuck. And like, oh fuck, I need to sit down and do like proper documentation because like if Dario wants to have ambition, that's the reason I want to have a side hustle. Because if I had a side hustle that wasn't in Naira, I'd be able to sit down and be less anxious and be comfortable in getting like 4 more years of experience in Nigeria, that kind of vibes. I don't know. We are living life. We're trying to exist. Oh my god. It is a personal code of conduct. And how does a 25-year-old want to conduct herself? She wants to conduct herself like organized. The thing is, I do well with structure. I love structure. But then again, I also deliver when there's zero structure and you just want me to provide an end result. I will deliver it by the skin of my teeth, but I will deliver. I think I just need expectations from outsiders. When I don't have expectations, because like with a job, I have expectations from my line manager, I have expectations from my supervisor, I have expectations from my freaking project plan and KPIs I fucking wrote myself. I have expectations. So even if it's like, oh, like I don't exactly have a superior that knows exactly, I'm just like figuring it out and trying to, thank you ChatGPT. I know that's off point, but like thank you ChatGPT. Figuring it out and letting me know shit. I trying my best. We are doing our best. That's the vibe. And I think we're doing it well. I think. Sort of. I sound better than what I do on audio. I sound, oh god, am I hungry? That's the thing. And I think I have been doing well when it comes to nutrition. Ish. But I have been very, like, the thing is, I know how this all ties in together is I am trying to set up structure around my life. Structure that doesn't involve the expectations around other people. That will help me achieve things. And fuck. My mind is not actually in a million places all at once. I'm surprisingly quiet because it doesn't. Conversations with people don't exactly roll well. They either love me or they think I'm creepy. So it's like there's no in between. I know that was very off point, but that is like me trying to express myself and not like wrapping my conversation around another human being, because I like the sound of my own voice. But like my thoughts are always not necessarily coherent. And I like that because it's like it's a personal code of conduct, and I'm like not trying to change the world or become like a super popular podcaster. I'm just one of those losers who like the thing is, I was about to say I'm one of those losers who convince themselves I'm the main character, but one of the things I'm actively trying to cultivate is being comfortable with my own insignificance and be like, okay, I'm trying to get a certain level of success in quotes in my corner of the existence, while also making peace with the fact that like 25 people were just gunned down by it's like by, I don't know, like sometimes I think cattle rustlers use machetes. They go into villages and chop people up with machetes. And I'm like, that's one thing I'm grateful. I might be born in a crazy ass third world country, but like I was born in an urban environment to middle class parents. Oh, as middle class as you can get in a third world country. But like, so it's like a lot of these things are far removed from me, because like the economic center of our country, we would like to still have that. They can, whoever is running the show or supplying arms cannot afford for like our city to reach like irrational levels of unsafety, especially now that it appears crude oil is no longer enough to settle all the keys to power. So it's important they have to start getting some form of like through taxes, find a way to embezzle money, like development shit and whatever. They should finish their role. But like, do I want to go to Yaba and struggle for train? Because like the traffic is ill. But if they finish that bridge, like the traffic will stop being ill. And I'm like, maybe I'll just enter straight bus to Yaba, take a train to VI. It's still going to be like a 3 transports thing, like bus climbing bridge. Because I take like a off point. I don't remember my train of thoughts that took me to this. This is the reason why you don't have any listeners. Like, I remember when I first started this podcast, I was like, I wasn't in a dark place. I was in a very I'm disappointed in myself place. And I was looking for answers to, like, reason to live. Now, I got to a point, like, where I'm like, I can afford shit, though. Like, I can actually afford shit. But the thing is, it turns out I am Scrooge McDuck, and I would rather hoard money. I would honestly rather just hoard money rather than spend it. Because like, who the fuck uses half their life savings on a vacation? I want to spend my life savings on a vacation. I really do. I actually really do. But who knows? I don't know. It's like, that's the reason why I need my side hustle, because I feel like I need to go on a 2-week vacation with somebody hot. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a dude or a chick, like just somebody nice to look at and go on a vacation with them. Yeah. And I want to be able to pay for this person, because like I hope you don't hear that sound. Like, I think I attract people like me. People who have so much fucking potential. Yes, I'm pumping my own lights. I'm gassing myself. I'm like, oh yeah, brilliant babe, super potential. But we live in a third world country, and a lot of us we kind of have a bit more hope than this country deserves, and yeah, that kind of vibes. And I'm like, no, we need to make money so we can go and shake bum in, like, I don't know, British Virgin Islands, like somewhere nice, you know. Like, I was thinking, like, the only reason why I'm thinking Vegas, and Vegas has been all over my head, is because of that Safia's 2-part 1 hour each video. And I'm like, I want to go to Vegas, stay in 32 hotels too. But then again, it's like, or I could just do Cape Verde again. But like, there's no more straight flights to Cape Verde where I just want to go somewhere with somebody hot and sit down at the beach. That's the thing. And that's someone else is probably going to me, because I don't think I want to go on a vacation alone. But I don't want to go with many people in a group. I just want to go with someone rather than meet new people in a tour group. Like, I want to go to, like, get a package deal, but like with somebody hot who I know. And in person, it doesn't have to be like that kind of relationship. It's just like something platonic or not platonic. You know, the thing is, I want to make money. I don't know, for some reason, as a young woman, I would say it's surprising. I'm not comfortable finding love in poverty. And I feel like I can't even imagine. Like, I remember like that last year where like I was the definition of wretched. Ugh, the thought of even like possible romance didn't even cross my mind. Oh my god, I have to get this fixed at my breeder space. The thought of possible romance didn't even cross my mind because I was like, ew. I was like super poor. Oh my god, true, wait though, I spent a full year. No, I actually started working here in 2021. Fuck. Time flies. 1 year used to be a lot to me, like, fuck. It stopped being a lot in 2019, yeah. Because I graduated in 2018, and since like after university, like 1 year just going phew. Because like, it took a very long time for me to finish year 2 or year 3. Like those, like each year of university was like a new chapter in my life. But like after like youth service, everything has just been going like to the sky super fast, and I'm like, fuck, you're still not achieving shit. And everybody else who learns to code in NYSC has 4 years of experience. It has been 4 fucking years since university, and there you are. And the thing is, in context, no, I always want to look up. I want to say, like, in context, like, it could be worse. But, like, fuck no. Like, it could also be so much better. It could also... But the thing is, a lot of people have ambition. And they seek and strive to, like, achieve shit. Oh, God, don't tell me since it's not recording. They seek and strive to achieve things. And the rest of us are like, fuck. I should go and buy suya. No, I've been trying to tell myself that it's 8 p.m. We are on a diet. We're not really on a diet. Well, I'm hungry. Even though I can sleep through this hunger till tomorrow morning and be like, ooh, I have spicy food in the fridge. I want suya. But then again, when I get suya, I'll be like, oh, I should eat suya with something. And I'm like, I need a carb to eat that meat. Oh. It's 8 o'clock. Do you really have to go outside and get food? I don't know. You see, this is like, has just been, it speaks to my title, A Call to the Unambitious. Oh God, I come up with great titles, but the actual content is shit. But then again, it's a personal journal. It's not like philosophy. Thank God I changed the mapping and the grouping, because like, ew. I don't know, man. A call to the unambitious. But okay, I think it's time to get like deep now. Why do I classify myself as unambitious? I don't think about tomorrow, except it's like around a project I ought to do. I even need to log that's my plan to do churn prediction with banking data, properly do that. Then I also need to get an Azure data science certification. The thing is, I don't remember how I used to study, because I used to make sure my study was very, very, very structured, because there was like a timetable and I had to have completed a curriculum. Like, that's the one thing I like, to provide structure, even though like it has scattered. Like I always found a way to give myself structure. I'm like, okay, if I had to do it, I would do it. Don't give yourself the opportunity to think yourself out of it. And that's how I was like an amazing student. I was like, okay, yeah, things will turn out fine, things will turn out great, and this will happen to that, and this will this to this. But that's not going to happen. I am, what's today's day? 22. I am 10 days. Okay, not 10 days. That have sense. Yeah, like 18 days. Yes, not 18. It's like 16 days since I turned 25. I want to wake up every morning knowing that I have done something towards living a comfortable life, because that's really all you can do in the next 100. like, what do I have? I'm 25. Let's just be generous in the next. Oh my god! Even I feel like I'm definitely going to reach 75, but 50 years is a lot, man. So why do I feel as if like my world is over if I'm not like super comfortable by 30? Because 50 years is a lot, and that's like just 75. And I think like I might succeed at 85. Like I might, like I'm thinking like 85 is like, ooh, you did good and you can die. Well, like 75 is like, I think I'm definitely going to hit 75, and 75 is like 50 years. That's like half a century. That's like 2080. The fuck? What was to have a word by 2080? That's fucking, oh, that's cool. In my lifetime, I wonder if we would have cured aging. It was so sad if like the cure to aging comes out like 1 year after I die. But then again, I'd be dead. I'd probably either not know I'm dead and be dead and be one of those organic things, or be in hell. Or if I know I've mentioned this before, if there's a religion I want to be true, fuck, now I've mentioned death. Fuck, this is the reason why you need religion. But then again, if you stick to Abrahamic religions, you will have an inherent, aggressively terrified, being super afraid of hell, which you are raised in an Abrahamic religion, and even though like you claim to be sort of agnostic, you kind of have panic attacks that you're too unreligious, and every activity you do with your body is like terrifying, and it's basically landing in hell. But like, if there's one religion I want to be true after death, it would be something involving reincarnation. Like, even if you're a chicken, like, oh fuck, that's true. Like, because I wanted to, like, even if you're a chicken and you are born in like an American factory farm, like you have 9 months till you're dead, or 50 something till you're dead. You have 9 months, or even 60 days or 3 months till you're like fattened up and died. You probably have to live in extreme obesity, pain, and all that shit. But then again, if you have 60 days as your life, oh god, because I feel like the reason why days are faster in general is because I'm older, and a day is now becoming less and less in comparison to the rest of my life. Like when I was 10, a year was like a tenth of my life, of the life I had experienced prior. Like, obviously, like at the end of, by the time 11, a year was the 11th of my life. Now, like 1 year is 1/25th of my life. Oh my god. And that's like, I feel like it's still a lot, but in comparison to somebody where 1 year is like 1/75th of their life, I don't know, but like, I keep talking, but like, let me stop this thing because I was terrified about what's happened to the last recording. So there I was, terrified that I had lost a lot of audio. I did not, thankfully. But I am tired, and I have offered nothing to society as usual. And I have sat down and I've actually put those things, the model development, the following up. I need to follow up with the financial advisors for trustee services. Stress. But then you want money, and being a data science person, and then again you need to improve your coding skills, because you're a young lady. If you cannot pass leads code, what's your point? Since I have access to ChatGPT, I should literally use it to properly learn like what I'll be asked in coding questions through leads code and ChatGPT, because like I cannot remember Python for the life of me. Like, I use it I don't use it constantly. I actually use more DAX and SQL. Is SQL and DAX I use constantly, but I do have like reasons to use Python, because sometimes DAX just can't do it, or I don't know enough DAX to do it, or sometimes just a waste of resources. And sometimes it's like a one-time project, and the visualizations needed are just not something that needs to be dynamic or interactive. So I usually just like go the Python route. So I was like, yeah, I should. It's like, you can't just copy code on Kaggle. The thing is, I never remember these things. Like, who remembers syntax? It's like, okay, like I know. Okay, I don't know basic structure again. I don't even know like data structures again. Oh my god, ew. But the thing is, if I have a product, if I have something I want to achieve, I go and get the tools. It reminds me of my conversation. I interview very well, and that's a skill I don't want to lose. A conversation I had when I was interviewing for a data science position at like a startup. I don't work for a startup. I work for like a mutual fund. Have I mentioned it several times? But remember, I live in a third world country, so like context. But I was interviewing in a fintech startup, and it was like, I was just like, if I had gotten this job like straight out of NYSC, this would have been perfect. Oh, this would have been fabulous. And fuck, it would have been fabulous, and I would have transitioned into more remote work. I know people who do remote work and live in small towns. Oh god, I'm so jealous of this babe who says she lives in like Delta and has like a very like an international remote job. I don't know if it's local or international, but it has to be international. I was like, I need to work remotely. Lagos traffic is just not it. Even though I do like my annual bonuses, but like Lagos traffic is just not life. It's like an extra it's like 2 hours, like an extra 4 hours, plus my like 8 hours working, plus my like 8 to 5. It's like an extra 4 hours because I'm out of this job. It's like I work 12 hours a day. It's basically like 6:30 to 7. That's or like, let's be generous, it's basically 7 to 7 because I leave this house by 6 something and I get home like 6 something, so it's like it's basically 7 to 7. It's like, oh my god, 12 hours of my life, and I'm going to spend like the remaining 12 hours. I actually just have 4 hours to be a human, and then I waste those 4 hours on TikTok. No, I don't. Why do I use TikTok? YouTube Shorts. I don't use TikTok. YouTube Shorts and web novels and fan fiction and shit, and like, oof, I need ambition. I need structure. I need to like make plans to improve my future, you know, the vibes. Anyways, this was a call to ambition. I'm pretty sure I had like a roll of thoughts where I was like, Dio, what is your ambition? Thing is, I won't say I want a soft life. I want a reason to be alive, and I just don't want religion to be it. And I feel like a lot. I don't want to join farms in people, but like, I don't think meds, like, even if I probably show symptoms of having an attention deficit, but the thing is, I like structure so much. I like expectations so much, but not too much. But I like when there's like a defined structure of what I need to do. I should really go and get that suya. Because if not, it's be 9 o'clock and I'll be like, let's just sleep hungry. And I'm like, I really need to decide, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to get these things. I won't be able to pick up my packages. It's off points, but my mind traveled to the package I have this week. But this is a call to Dio. Why do you do the things you want to do? And the thing is, I just want more comfort. I want to visit places. I want to eat interesting food. I want to have a hot body. And for those things, you have to make plans and execute those plans. But the thing is, opportunities don't just appear on the first line of Google. I wish it did. You actually have to put in effort, consistent effort, put in language, being kind, and deciding, okay, this is what you want to do with our life, and how are you going to make this comfortable? It's like, I don't know, man. I remember when I was in uni, I thought I'd be like this badass management consultant, and but like, I don't want to go into like the whole gender thing, because I don't like. Is it because it's not even a gender thing? Some people, even though like most of those people are dudes, but like some people, a good amount of women as well, are able to just work for like fucking 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every fucking day, non-stop, and stand up the next morning and be ready to give that shit again, and still fucking face Lagos traffic. Or maybe they're not facing Lagos traffic because they're leaving by 10 p.m. But like, that's the one thing. Like, should you leave really early, interact with more colleagues, and like be a more outgoing person when it comes to like non-business related things? and leave by 10 p.m. But the thing is, no, I want to get home on time and go to the gym and move my body and feel alive. That kind of vibes. But the thing is, I could do that if that's the one thing. I don't mind doing this. There are two things I probably need to achieve. One, get like side hustles in dollars, which I need to do so I can move closer to the office, like even closer, like away from the bridge. Maybe Obalinde, an apartment in Obalinde, basically. And I'd vex and walk to walk home constantly. An apartment in like Obalinde, I don't even think I can afford VI, but like an apartment in Obalinde. God, everybody has stereotyped Lagos Island as a very dangerous place. But like an apartment in Obalinde and be like, yeah, like I can get home. Or maybe like just vex and get an apartment in Onira. But like, are there even buses that go there? Like, I'll get a VI apartment, like a fucking cheap, like being able to afford an apartment like much closer to it. Because my apartment that I can afford is really close to the office. But like, it's not like I can bring a bunch of dumbbells here, not enough space. Like, I'll probably stand, not enough space for me to put like a bunch of dumbbells here and be like, okay, like, even if I don't get a gym membership, I just wake up in the morning and bring my dumbbells, workouts. Or the goal would be to get a remote opportunity. But things, American companies are terrifying with the way they like lay off people up and down, and European countries are terrible the way they lay off international staff. So it's not necessarily like, oh yeah, let's go work for like somebody in the first world. It has to be, maybe you have to start your own thing and that kind of vibe. That's why it has to be a side hustle thing, like a good enough amount of money, or like a remote position. I'm thinking it's a local bank, but then again, I have to work with different teams. I have to understand different. I like my organization. It's small enough, but also established enough. Different teams, different this, different that, and it's like fuck. But we need structure, we need order, we need to work, we need to make sure that things are getting done, and you have ambition. Because I just want comfort, and the goal this year, it reminds me of like one period where I like had a massive daydream about this chick that just got married. I was just like, because I still want to retain this, like I want to revisit this trip I had with my older sister, and I'm like, I'm going to do that with a friend. And I'm like, for some reason, her being in love and married was off-putting to continue the whole thing. I've mentioned this on this. Fuck, one of these days, like somebody's going to like, this entire podcast will cause me to lose opportunities. Maybe I fancy myself some kind of politician or something, and they do this. And maybe imagine if I'm a politician on the platform of I really, really, really believe in God, and somebody whips out this podcast, and I'm like, I'm a changed human being. Or like this place, or I've said, or maybe like something idiotic about my workplace or my previous workplace, I've like come out to light, and it stops me from an opportunity at like Goldman. But then again, every time I say like I don't want to do 15-hour work days, but the things I have done 15-hour work days and was happy about this. But I was working from home, and I was really sunk into figuring it out, and I worked overnight on like figuring out how to web script something. Like when you just want the answer, you want the answer so fucking bad, and you're willing to try so many iterations and learn things as they go, and fuck, it's awesome. Anyways, I have breathed into the mic so many times and but it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week. Oh yeah, I have crossed 1,000 plays, I think. Yeah, this is how you know like very few people listen to this podcast. Like nobody listens to this podcast. I'm probably like half of those views, because I like to like play my podcast in the background when I'm working. That and Lawhammer. I've gotten really into Lawhammer when I work. I know a bunch of stuff like the is it Chitan or Catan? I don't know. They're having this whole argument on how it should be pronounced, and I'm currently listening through all the episodes of Alarm. But it's okay. I wanted to yab one of the hosts, but like, that's not appropriate. Anyway, it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week. Yeah, thank you for listening to my random rants where I don't say anything in particular. Funny enough, my voice sounds like, because my voice generally projects, and I'm like, am I being an adult and my voice is not projecting as it used to be? Do I finally have an inside voice? Anyways, it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week. I know it's like fucking third time I'm saying that, but seriously, bye.